every single year, as you know, teams that made the playoffs the year before, for whatever reason, regress, get the injury bug that hits them, and on average, 4 to 6 new playoff teams a year. Sometimes the entire playoff field from the year before that comes back in the National Football League the following year, half of it switches, half of it changes. So we decided, you know what, to heck with it. And maybe it should light a phone line up or not. 844-204-RICH, number to dial. Chris, TJ, and I have each taken our best stab, thrown a dart at a board like Ted Lasso. But we might hit a bullseye. Spoiler alert. Or we might miss. Don't know. Best guess, one team in each conference who's going to make it after having missed it the year before, and which team it will replace. Because you can't just say, I think this team's going to make the playoffs, when they would supplant somebody that made it from the year before.
Right.
Okay. Christopher Brockman, what do you have over there?
All right.
And I'll just say this.
Okay.
I decided, since you know how I feel about the Chiefs.
Sure.
Everybody also knows how I feel about the Cowboys. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I didn't choose either one of them.
Okay.
Because
wow.
I decided.
Shocker.
I know that because I didn't want to be accused of the usual.
Okay.
And of course, everybody who's now listening to Overreaction Monday, let's talk about Aaron Donald every single week. I'm assuming these are the Niner fans that are in our comment section. They are. The word glaze has been used a lot. I don't think they mean Jay Glazer's nickname either.
Yep.
Trust me, for all of you fans who think that I am a passionate Rams fan now, trust me, I'd put them back in 3 times over if I could, because that's just the way I feel about them.
They're the 1 and 2 and 3 seeds.
But you know the drill.
Okay,
I'm assuming. Plus, I assumed if I chose the Cowboys, then TJ would have. I've been told by Mike Hoskins, who received all of our who received all of our information, our guesses.
Yep.
Says there's a lot of variety.
Oh, variety.
So that
Slice
means
of life.
it is
Like
that. So, Mike, can you provide us with whatever theme music you so choose? Chris, you're going to go first with somebody in the American Football Conference that's in and then out.
You want me to go in first or out first?
I think you need to, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to go
first.
I'm going to go out first. And I'm going the Houston Texans.
Wow.
Oh.
I am out on CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
I think that he is playing for his contract future, and I don't see it. Yeah, the defense is awesome, but I'm not sure the offense is going to be able to keep up. And I like one team to come out of that division to make the playoffs, and that's Jacksonville, but they made it last year. Okay. And the team that's in, I'm going to say the Cincinnati Bengals are in this year. I like the offense to stay healthy and put up all the points that we've expected, and I like the defense to be slightly above terrible.
Okay.
And that's going to be good enough to get to 10 wins and make the playoffs.
So the Texans were a wild card team last year.
Yeah.
They're out, replaced in the wild card by the Bengals. You think they win their division?
I think the Bengals are a wild card.
Got it. Very good. Thank you so much. TJ, I highly disagree with your Houston Texans take. Just a little pushback. That's your opinion, and I appreciate it.
Sure.
Their defense is so damn good.
It is.
And
not saying it's not.
I like the Montgomery signing. I think the running game's going to be better than it was last year. And then I'm assuming Tank Dell comes back. The rookies that they drafted last year are going to be better at the receiver position. Nico Collins is one of the best when healthy, and I think Stroud plays well enough for them to make the playoffs.
This is a don't pass bet on Stroud.
Understood. TJ Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
Team out in the American Football Conference that was in the playoffs last year.
Team out. You know, it's funny you were saying about worrying about people getting on you. You got to understand, no matter what we say, someone's going to get mad about
Thank you for that.
That's true.
And that's fine.
That's true.
The team I'm picking to be out, I'm not picking them to be out, Chris, based upon anything that they've done bad. It's just that someone else got better. So the team that I'm saying is out are our neighbors, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh.
Look, I understand what they've done. We got the offensive line is fortified. I know Mike is in there. Mike McDaniel's in there.
Yeah.
And I love Omari and Hampton. He won me my fantasy league last year. And Herbert, you know, he is Justin Herbert, right? But I just don't think they have it this year because of the team I'm putting in.
Chiefs?
Number 15 is that man, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Number 15 is that man. And until someone else, Ric Flair famously says, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! Until somebody takes that title of best quarterback in the world away from 15, that means they're always viable. That means they're always in the game, and they always got a chance. And as long as he stays healthy, the Chiefs are going to chief, man. So
I'm with you on that, obviously. Do the Chiefs win the division or supplant the Chargers as a wild card team behind the Broncos?
Ooh, now that brings me to the Broncos, right? Because I think they're really good. I don't know that they overtake the Broncos.
Okay, thank you.
They do make the play.
Good to know. All right, here's my AFC team. And this is under the category of I need to see it.
Well,
I need to see it first. And I think they've got good enough players to make me eat crow. How does that sound?
ooh.
But if I had to choose, I think the Steelers miss it.
Ooh.
I think there's a lot of changes, even though McCarthy and Rodgers are on the same page. And they did add some explosiveness. They could be better. They could actually be better and make a run. But I just think there's a difficulty here and a bar that's raised. And they damn near almost missed it last year, as we all know.
Yeah.
And the team that did just miss it last year, I think, gets back in. I'm very excited about what Jesse Minter is bringing to the Ravens.
Okay.
And I'm very excited about the new offensive coordinator that comes from the Ben Johnson system and what he can do for Lamar. I'm also thinking that the Ravens defense with Minter there is going to get plussed up. And the run game, you know how I feel about Ioane, your Penn Stater that got drafted. I think the run game's going to be better. I think the offense is going to be more dynamic. I think Lamar is going to have a great year. And I think the Ravens are back in it. So
Okay.
that's where I'm going in the AFC. But I'm a big Steeler honk. I just think we talk about them all the time on this show. I just need to kind of see it first before I believe it.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens to win the North.
Okay.
I'm with you there.
All right, now it's time for the NFC. By the way, 844-204-RICH, number to dial. Have any opinion on what we're saying, and you call in with somebody in and somebody out too, and we'll give our opinion on top of it. Chris, the National Football Conference team that is out.
Let's go.
And replaced by, go for it.
I actually think this is a pretty easy one.
Oh.
I'm going Panthers out. I think they got kind of lucky last year to sneak into the playoffs. I know they gave the Rams a good game, but
Okay.
I'm out on Carolina this year, and I'm buying the Saints. I'm buying the Saints to win the South.
Wow.
I'm in on Shuck. I know bad news on Jordan Tyson here, but he's only going to miss the first few games, and I like
Wow.
I like the backfield.
You don't like the Bucks? You're not choosing out of all the teams. Bucks, Falcons. I know that they looked terrible on Friday night.
The Falcons need to bottom out and get an actual franchise quarterback.
Jeez.
And then the Bucks
Bottom
is just
out.
I don't know. The way the Bucks finished last year, that left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm kind of in on the Saints sleeper train this year, and I think maybe they go 9-8, but I think that's going to be good enough to win the South and get in.
All right, TJ, who's out so the Cowboys can get in?
All right, for as different as we were for the AFC, NFC, Chris, I'm right with you, the Panthers. Because I picked, when you were gone, Seth Rollins was hosting, I picked the Saints as my sleeper team. So therefore,
Okay.
I think the Panthers are going to drop out. They've definitely improved, but I just don't have that feeling.
All right, so who's in? Well, you put the Cowboys in with the Panthers out. That's kind of. Well, the Cowboys aren't going to win the NFC South.
They won't, but I believe that the Saints are winning the South.
Okay.
And I think the Bucks are right there with them.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is you're putting the Cowboys in and you're taking a team out. But the team that's out, okay, so I guess you're saying that the Panthers get supplanted in the South.
Yes.
Okay, two teams didn't make it from the South last year. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're kind of avoiding the issue of who the Cowboys are forcing out. But that's fine. That's where you want to go.
Well, the Panthers did make the playoffs.
They did, but the team that would cause them to not make it would be the one that supplants them atop their division.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
So if you're putting the Panthers out, somebody's going to have to be knocked out in addition
Let's take the Eagles out. Come on.
by the Cowboys.
I guess we didn't think this through.
Okay, good enough.
Much.
Tell me why the Cowboys are making it, other than the fact that you like waving their flag on television.
Well, what's there not to like? An offense that's returning all 11 starters, and a new, fresh approach to defense.
Okay.
Some new players. Caleb Downs. Now we got Von Miller to add intelligence and leadership and a Super Bowl winning pedigree to this team. We don't have to be the best defense in the world. We all know this. We just got to be a little bit better than we were before.
Okay. And I am going to piss some people off right now.
Uh-oh.
Because they're good every year. I mean, every year. And I love their coach, too. But they finished really poorly last year. And I'm wondering what's going on with Josh Jacobs. And I'm wondering.
Back in practice today.
I got it. But, I mean, it's not health that I'm concerned about.
Sure.
And then I'm wondering about who's catching it. And I know that's a question every damn year. Every damn year for the Packers. And I do love Jordan Love. But I'm just wondering if the Packers fell and could not get up last year. So I'm concerned that they don't make it this year. And if they don't, I'm putting the Detroit Lions in. Drew Petzing's offense is going to be right there in the hot seat and on the spot, and I think it's going to work. I don't know why. I just do. Jahmyr Gibbs with a bell cow around him, and Dan Campbell right there on the sideline. Everybody thinks their window is closed. Nobody's talking about them about that. Everybody thinks their time has passed by, which would be a problem for them because they have gone all in on a ton of long-term contracts for a ton of talented people otherwise.
We're gonna have a great day today.
Packers out, Lions in the NFC.
Packers out.
No, I know. It's been a long time since they've been out. So maybe I'm wrong. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single weekday on Disney Plus, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio. And be sure to now check out richeisenshop.com to see all of our latest apparel and accessories so you can rep your love of the show every day.